This meeting is being live streamed. Exciting.
Fancy Shemancy.
And I believe the Total Party Kill account will auto tweet a thing that someone has automated in a second.
Did I write notes?
If I
I'm
remember.
typing starting at 1:2:1 blink blink blink.
All right.
I need
see
to
us
give you a
on
Keep on Meister
YouTube.
marker for that.
It's there.
Oh, I could, but I like the drama.
The only note I wrote down from last time, I wrote the words "cuddles the rug." That's all I have. That's my only notes.
I mean, that's the important part.
I mean,
Ju-
like with
I-
that, we basically have the entire thing solved.
Yeah.
I have no frame of reference for that.
We spent a long time debating
talk?
the name of the rug. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that
was
might have
a
been the time
name.
before.
Yeah,
like
it's
the
the
other-
reformed name of the smothering.
Okay, I
drug.
thought that was like a to-do list. Like,
That
I
too,
mean, we
that too.
might.
Sure.
Yeah.
oh,
Could be worse. Could be worse.
I'm just waiting to see if Twitter picks up the thing that it's supposed to pick up, which I think takes a while. And I'm checking. And so
News
only
is
people
sound and video
who-
looks good in the live.
Oh, good. Thank you. That was I feel like we have some people who know that is the first thing we want to know. So-
You hear us. And you hear all of us.
Do you hear
Um,
Dan?
I was just gonna say somebody's gonna say
I
can't
hear Dan.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hear
Dan is
Dan
here.
all
Dan
the
is here.
time.
Dan is with us always. We are not streaming the map today because we're just doing a Zoom stream. The map will be available in the
I mean, I could
polish thing.
share my image
Eh.
to the Zoom if that.
It'll
like,
be
the
okay.
screen.
We need like more complicated things to do that, which we're not going to worry about
Yeah.
today.
No, like
It's all
I have
great.
eCam, but it's not set up in advance for
Yeah.
this, so not happening on the fly.
So hello, live stream / bootleg. We are back today. We are continuing one of the Candlekeep Mysteries adventures. We are continuing the Shemshime's bedtime rhyme, which is, I think, what are you guys, level 4? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
level 4. One of the
Wait,
Fourth
we're
level.
not level 5?
4.
Darn it.
4. Not yet.
Boah.
I was hoping.
And we played the first chunk of this back in December, which was almost 3 months ago. So everything's great. Everything's great.
So
there was-
long ago.
There was some life got busy. There was scheduling things, but everything is great. Let me just see here, move so I can see the YouTube chat if I'm so inclined. Anything we need to figure out before we start the episode proper and play Dungeon or Dragon?
I mean, how cuddly is cuddles the rug?
I
He's
think
cuddling around somebody right now, so he's
Yeah.
yeah.
occupied.
So
Okay, so he's
probably.
still in a very
Shadow.
cuddly mood.
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
but not in a killy mood.
No.
Excellent. I like the distinction.
So
So far.
just as a reminder for you all and myself, you return to Candlekeep, and there was basically no room at the main tavern in Candlekeep, but you were promised discount lodgings in the overflow space known as Firefly Cellar, which is basically a library space beneath in the basements beneath the tavern. And you went down in there and you met several librarians and one other guest. And, I don't know, things were a little weird, but not horrifying. And then the next day you woke up and several of you had this strange tune stuck in your head. And people started kind of humming it or clip-clopping it in the case of our horse inclined friends.
I'm a
and it's-
centaur, not
yeah.
a horse.
Well,
Just-
but you're,
just-
our centaur is not horse inclined.
Mm,
Horse
All
decline.
right.
yeah.
Okay. I mean, are you half horse or half not a horse? It's like, what direction are you going in? So
That's a whole other conversation, I think.
Yeah.
we don't
Very
have time for today.
philosophical.
Centaur philosophy. It's a different podcast. So you seem to be experiencing the effects of a curse. Just to remind you of the NPCs that you've met in our previous session, Varnir is a sun elf librarian. Being a sun elf, she is much older than her physical appearance would suggest, and she in fact remembers something like this happening long ago when she first came to Candlekeep and heard rumors of it. Basically, I don't think she was a firsthand witness, but I believe that was described as like 100 years ago. Ebder, another librarian here, kind of elderly human male. He's got a granddaughter with him, Gilby, who runs around a lot. Another guest staying in the overflow lodging with you is Katala, Tabaxi, female scholar, all around nerd, here to read books. I don't know if you've gotten the name yet, but there is a Kenku librarian as well, who kind of seems to be main duties are taking care of the fireflies that illuminate Firefly Cellar. Firefly Cellar is illuminated by all these lantern things.
We know their name.
Okay.
I cannot remember it.
Their name is Crinkle. So,
Yes.
and specifically,
like the fries.
you some Kenku have a name that is literally just a sound. So this Kenku's name is the sound of like crinkling paper. But would respond to the word crinkle as well.
So we could go like.
I think if you got it wrong though, that's
rude.
Yeah. I think that's
maybe.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, there's a lot of books around, so
yeah. Well, be careful. That's
Yeah, don't ruin
we
the
do not want to
pages,
get in
the
trouble.
paper.
also a lot of librarians around. All right. So this is our adventure has taken place mainly on the second day of your trip here. You've been trying to figure out what is going on with this. It's been labeled a curse that's afflicting you. Varnier notified the main librarians and has arranged or made happen that you are sealed in here, so that whatever you're experiencing does not spread to the rest of Candlekeep.
It's fair.
And I think people are going through various stages of descents into madness. So that's my long-winded recap from where we were last time. I'll do a more brief recap once we start the episode. Any questions? All right, let's do the thing. Welcome back to Total Party Kill. It's me, Tony Sindelar, a Dungeon Master, he, him. Today, we are returning to Candlekeep. That's right. We are continuing our adventures with Shemshime's Bedtime Rhyme, an adventure name that's fun to say. I'm having fun just saying it. This is our continuation of this adventure as our adventurers find themselves locked in Firefly Cellar and afflicted with some kind of curse that seems to be musical in nature. Allow me to introduce our players. They will introduce their characters, and then we will jump into things. First up, it's Kathy Campbell. Hi, Kathy.
Hey, Tony. I am excited to be here. My pronouns are she, her, and I am playing Hermione, a centaur fighter. Yep. Who also uses she, her. I can read my document.
Yeah, character sheets. Thank you, Kathy.
Called.
All right. Also joining us, Tiff Armit. Hi, Tiff.
Hey, I'm she, her, but playing he, him, Polly Quartz, the rock gnome druid, who is also accompanied by little Antony, a quasit, and Cuddles, the reformed smothering rug.
Excellent.
I'm a whole party by myself.
Yeah, you basically are. That's a lot to manage. Also here, it's Aline Sims. Hi, Aline.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm playing Lapsus. I did that last time too. I'm playing Lapis, the Tabaxi cleric. We both are she, her pronoun people, and we are both ready to not sing the song anymore because I have been singing it for about like 24 hours now, and I'm ready to not anymore.
Next up, Rosemary Orchard. Welcome back to TPK, Rosemary.
Hello. Thank you for having me. I am Rosemary Orchard, she, her, playing Tulipa Floors. Also, she, her, a fairy wizard who is having lots of fun floating around. Because, that's what fairies do.
Mm-hmm. And last but certainly not least, Erica Ensign. Welcome.
Hello. I feel like this whole adventure is a personal attack against me because I get earwormed so easily that I literally wake up with songs stuck in my head fairly often. And I feel like here I am. It's come to life in a D&D adventure. So yeah, but I'm happy to be here.
You're welcome.
Being attacked. by Tony.
Mhm.
And I am playing a character named Fritat Ha, who is looking for her brother. And she's a female Goliath barbarian. Our pronouns are both she, her. And I'm the one that actually cuddles the rug most of the time because it's a big rug. And I
Bigger.
am a big Goliath.
It's true. All right. So the very last thing that happened at the end of last adventure, Hermione was exploring the book bindery. You found a list of books that had been recently brought to the Firefly Cellar for repair. This is part of Firefly Cellar's kind of work. Is they do a lot of the basically repairs and overflow storage of less popular books. And as you were starting to kind of question the librarians about that, when you heard a horrible raspy voice singing from the north side of the library, a song that seemed to match the tune of the song that is stuck in all of your head. Just to remind you all, you are all under the effect of some kind of curse, and we will basically assume that at all times you are kind of either humming the song to yourself or out loud to other people. And that may make some communications and problem solving challenging. Do you need me to sing the horrible song again, or will Erica add in a couple bars of it here in post?
Why not both?
Oh,
no,
God.
I'm just kidding. Yes, I will add it. I will add it in.
All
Unless
right.
y'all want to sing it.
I've put the lyrics on the screen for you there. I will say them not in the horrible voice because that horrible voice really kills my throat. It is Tony's trademark evil monster voice, but here it is in just my normal monster voice. See a mother scything wheat, forgotten husband sleeping near. With one swing she took his feet, with another took his ear. Does the shadow have a name? Shemshime. Causes grief, avoids the blame. Shemshime. See a dog that knows how to heal, never heeds plea nor command. Mother gave it a tasty meal, dog chose instead to eat her hand. Does the shadow have a name? Shemshime. Causes grief, avoids the blame. Shemshime. See a son doing his chores. I don't know if the meter quite works there. Washing clothes for folks in town. Fell into the river's roar. Sank to the bottom and drowned. Does the shadow have a name? Shemshime. Causes grief. Avoids the blame. Shemshime. So that, but in a much creepier voice, has been heard from the north side of the library. I think all of you, I'm not sure if you are exactly where your tokens are. I see Lapis kind of down in the basement. Well, I guess you're all in some form of basement. You're in the basementest of basements. I don't know if you all want to reconvene in the middle floor of Firefly Cellar as you plan your next steps as that horrible voice sings those lyrics over and over again.
We were heading northbound. So I'm gonna.
You're free to head north. I don't know if somebody feels like leading the way.
I'll lead the way.
All right.
Do this way. Do going north.
All right.
Is the door
a fairy,
open
so
or
I'm just
closed
kind
up
of
there?
flying over at the shelves.
So there's a door on the north side of this main big chamber that you've all been hanging out in. You get the set. I mean, you burst into the bindery and no one really stopped you. You get the there's a closed door here. It has a sign on it that says scriptorium. I think there's kind of the social implication that this is staff only, but also what are signs when you're all afflicted with a horrible curse? So yeah, there's a closed door to the north that says scriptorium. The room on the south side said bindery.
Very sad that Annette is not playing with us because scriptorium is literally the name of her business.
Oh wow.
Yes.
I hope I don't get this wrong.
No pressure.
Yep.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, if you need technical writing, scriptorium.pro.
Mm-hmm.
So
Not as fun.
It's closed. Is it locked? And do I hear anything coming from the other side?
Well, you hear singing that is, I guess I was going to say louder, but I mean, you're just closer to it. So, the relative volume of it is
actually, at this point, I'm probably annoyed enough. Like, I'm probably getting close to the verge of raging at this point.
None of the librarians seems invested in stopping a Goliath from opening a door.
Yeah, I'm like, assuming it's not locked, I'm just going to bust open the door while humming and just yell, "Why?"
Yeah, Paulie goes, yeah.
All right, you bust open the door. It bangs on its hinges. Does not seem to be damaged, but certainly you made a bunch of noise. You are looking into the scriptorium for Tata. This room, it seems like this is a room where perhaps librarians engage in like copying books over. You notice there's a bunch of fireflies just kind of lazily drifting around in here, whereas in other parts of Firefly Cellar, they were contained inside lanterns. They're kind of floating around harmlessly in here. There are 3 writing desks sitting along the north wall. There's, let's see, various books and papers and pens and quills and jars of ink all around here. There's a moldy kind of looking or moldering tapestry on the west wall. The southeast corner of this room looks like it's kind of set off into another room. There's kind of a wood paneled wall with a closed door set in it. The sound of the singing, it sounds like it is coming from in there. Might be some kind of storage closet or something. There's kind of a yellow glow emanating under the door.
I'm gonna move there unless something stops me and bust through that door in the same.
All right,
same way.
You bust through a second door. There's this small storage room, and it is awash in the glow of thousands of fireflies. There's luminescent insects flitting around, and there's a good dozen or so glass terrariums filling the shelves of this storage closet. It just barely underneath the sound of the horrible raspy singing, you can hear the sound of blink, blink as fireflies kind of bounce off the glass. And the sound, you feel like you're very close to it now for Tata. It sounds like it is coming from the floor.
I start stamping.
The song continues.
I mean, does
See a dog that knows how to heal, never plea nor command. Mother gave a tasty meal, dog chose instead to eat her hand. Does the shadow have a name? Shemshime. Causes grief, avoids the blame. Shemshime, and so on.
I think I'm probably pretty useless at this point because I'm literally just stomping up and down in this room. So if somebody else wants to do something else,
Is there any kind of like crack or something in the floor? that
Would
we
you
can
like to
kinda,
look?
like see through? Yeah, I would like to. Should I
Give me
roll an
some kind of-
investigation check?
Yeah, or perception.
All right, what am I better at? There's no way to know.
Can I help you with it? Either way.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some help
Tulipa Floss is helping you, so you have it.
because I got a 4.
Well, you have advantage, so roll
Help
twice.
is good then. Help is good.
Yeah.
Roll again. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right. 6. Yeah. No, better. No.
All right.
I can't see anything.
You're looking around. It's
It's
clearly
me. I'm
coming from
sorry.
the floor. Polly, you are confident that there's not like an obvious hatch or grate or but it's like there must be I think it's safe to assume there's some kind of secret compartment underneath this floor here, but you have not found how to get to it, right? I don't
Someone
know if
else should
somebody
find
else
how to
wants to
get
do
there.
something useful.
I'm stomping
Oh,
around is
go
probably
ahead.
not that useful, but that's all I'm doing.
No, you go ahead, Alina. I didn't have a very good idea.
I'm not in the room with Frittata and Polly. I'm in the
Anteroom?
anteroom. Thank you. But I would like to look around here and see if there are any clues as to what might be going on. Any books that stick out, anything that looks like it might be useful. I don't know what that might be.
Oh, give me an investigation check.
Investigation. Ooh, 19.
You're poking around at the books. There's some fancy calligraphy supplies. You notice that filthy tapestry on the wall I mentioned seems kind of out of place here. It feels like it does not seem like it. You have not seen any other tapestries in other parts of Firefly Cellar, and it just seems like Why this here? It's kind of ugly.
Okay, I want to look behind it.
All right. You look behind the tapestry. Behind the filthy tapestry, someone has carved into the wall, perhaps carved, perhaps scratched with a humanoid hand, the lyrics to the song that are repeating over and over again.
I want to pull the tapestry down from the wall.
You pull the tapestry down. The full lyrics are there on the wall, and the tapestry seems like it was conspicuously placed there to cover that up.
Hermione goes,
Creepy.
"Oh, goody. Now we can sing along.
See a mother scything wheat, forgotten husband sleeping near. With one swing she took his feet, with another took his ear.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to use my skills of persuasion to recommend that we try and hum without the singing. Lyricless
And yet-
humming. Excellent.
And yet, you find now that you know the words to the song, yourself incapable of doing that.
Oh no.
I mean, I have +1 in persuasion. I feel very persuasive right now.
All right. Well, start with yourself.
Yeah.
It's hard to persuade your way out of a curse. That's all I'm saying.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
So let's see. Hermione, you have you've poked around, or actually you've headed into this room. Lapis, you found the message scratched on the wall. I think Little Anthony and Tulipa were searching in the Firefly room. Hermione, you want to do something?
I am going to kind of stomp next to Frittata because, of course, the
Now
big
we're
Goliath
dancing
feet.
to it.
Yes, we're dancing together to the beat. I've got my hoofs going. I'll do an investigation check or
Yep.
perception as I'm stomping to see if I see or feel anything.
Yeah, like does it sound more hollow, the
Mhm.
clip flops in one
Yep.
area than another?
Mhm.
13.
All right, you are clip clopping, and you're clip clopping. You find a board that feels like it's got it's been placed there, but not actually like put into place. There's a loose board, and it seems like this board is, maybe concealing some kind of compartment.
Oh, hey. Think I found something. Do. Let's look under here. Anyone have something that can pry
Protection
it
spell?
out of here?
I will
I've got
just
a
try to
closet.
rip it up. I will just try to rip it up with my hands.
All right, Frittata tears open the secret compartment. There's basically like a little like pit compartment under this storage room. It's unlit, and inside it are two skeletons. One of the skeletons is singing.
Oh, this is fun.
How big is this pit?
It's exactly two skeletons big. It is they are real cramped and shoved
Conveniently.
in there.
Okay, so
it
they're
does-
very
it does
friendly
not look
with
like
each other
the-
skeletons.
Yeah, this does not look like this is a comfortable place. This is not a 2-bedroom pit. This does not look like this
Okay,
is
so
not a studio
it's not as
pit.
comfortable as our rather close quarters that we
Yeah.
slept in last night.
No,
Gotcha.
this is like smaller than the closets in my pseudo legal apartment. And one of the skeletons is noteworthy because it is singing. The other skeleton is just present.
See a son doing his chores, washing clothes for folks in town, fell into the river's roar, sank to the bottom and drowned. Does the shadow have a name?
Shine.
Causes grief,
All right.
avoids the blame.
Shine.
I would like to cast. Hang on just a second here.
Silencio. Oh, wait.
I mean, silence is a spell that
Mm.
somebody might have, but I don't.
But not in
do
the
not. I
weird
have
Harry
Druid
Potter
craft.
Latin.
So,
I'm not
All
spelling.
right, so I'm assuming someone like yells or something so that I can
Mhm.
Yeah,
kind of come into the doorway, and I want to
the sound is slightly louder now that it is no longer in a hidden
Also, you
environment.
probably heard a board being thrown across the room
Yeah.
and smashing
Yeah.
into a
Right.
glass terrarium that used to be full
Oh,
of
no.
fireflies, which are now flying around the room.
Yeah, there's slightly more fireflies in the room.
So I
Frittata,
want-
there is going to be a bill sent to you.
When we save
Nope.
the day, though, it'll all be wiped out.
You're right.
Yeah, no fireflies were harmed in the making of this.
Mm.
Nope,
Just
just the
but
glass.
terrariums, just the terrariums.
So I'd like to go to the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
I would move my token there, but I'm not exactly sure where it is on the map. And I want to cast Eye of the Grave. So I know
Spooky town.
I know the location of any undead within 60 feet that isn't behind total cover and that isn't protected from divination magic. So
Mhm.
basically, I'm trying to determine, is this undead or is it just something that is
Cursed.
charmed or cursed or otherwise enchanted to sing?
Art.
Good question. So you cast what's the name of it again? Something grave?
Eyes of the Grave.
Eyes of the Grave. Let me consult the
Creepy.
exact.
Mm-hmm.
Creepy and also excellent planning.
Yeah.
Yeah, because right now, like, probably the next thing I'm going to do, unless somebody stops me, is just stomp all over that skeleton.
Oh,
and
me too.
Pulverize it.
In
Which-
in the beat, of
yes.
course.
Oh, yeah. To the
Yeah.
beat, for sure.
I will say, Lapis, that this I think this sets off your undead alarm, but in kind of the faintest way. Like it does not seem like this. For example, the skull is singing. The rest of the skeleton does not seem animated. It has not made any aggressive actions, even though somebody just tore off the board that was concealing it. So, but it is certainly not properly laid to rest.
Okay.
I would say that this might be the case of, you're a cleric, you've been around. There might be something like, a curse this creature suffered in life still afflicts its remains. Maybe the ghost of that creature is still like tied to its mortal remains. This is not a zombie or an animated skeleton that's going to come marching around and attacking you with swords. It has no swords currently. But it is a skeleton that is singing, and that is not traditional skeleton behavior. I mean, except in Dungeons & Dragons. That's not traditional buried skeleton behavior.
It's
Okay.
not a properly laid to skeleton
No.
to rest skeleton's behavior.
And the way that this skeleton and the other skeleton, because there are in fact two skeletons, have been kind of like put in this compartment does not kind of speak to creatures that were kind of laid to rest in a peaceful ceremonial way that would encourage
This is
them
just
to
disrespectful, is what it is.
Yeah.
Can I do an investigation check to see like if I can just like guesstimate like age of person who died, like how big are they?
Yeah, give me a quick medicine check.
Okay. This is gonna go well.
I will help you with that.
You're unlikely to kill them more than they are already killed.
This is very true.
Yeah.
So 15 on the first roll with my
All right,
+1, so.
these skeletons, they do appear to both be adult human type creatures. The skeletons are quite old. It's just bones. There's no signs of any clothing or organic material. So probably these are not fresh skeletons. These, I don't know, you would guess more than 75 years.
Right.
Also, one of them is singing, which medically is strange.
Yes. Is
Also,
there anything else in the pit with the skeletons? Like you said that there's no room, but like is there like a book in there, a piece of paper like clutched
There's
between
not.
their hands?
They're just in there. I will tell you, it does seem one of the skeletons, the skeleton that is singing, has a conspicuous hole in the back of the head, suggesting that that's probably how the person who owned and operated that skeleton died. The cause of death of the other skeleton that is not singing seems is not obvious from the skeleton there. Yeah, no one. Sorry, owned and operated is an odd way to refer to a skeleton. I realize
It is, but it's also fairly accurate. So
Yep. Well, I'm just getting more and more annoyed as I keep singing this awful, awful song.
Does anybody think it would be a good or bad idea, either way, opinions, to get the skeletons out of the pit?
I mean, I was just gonna
I want to go. I have an idea.
do
Sorry,
it.
go
Do it.
ahead.
Whatever you're gonna
Go
do.
Yeah.
do it.
All right. So that little girl, right?
Mhm.
She
Gilby?
she had those weird pictures that she drew of the
Mhm.
song. I want to go get her and I want to show her the skeletons and be like, all right, so I'm gonna go get her.
Okay.
All right.
Do
Gilby
we have
is-
money to pay for therapy bills? Just
Yeah.
Try.
We'll worry about that
There's
later.
universal
I'll put a spell
healthcare in
on her
this
later.
world.
Is there? There's universal healthcare in this.
Only in the
setting?
library.
It's a
We're-
true
we're-
fantasy.
Oh, okay. Okay, because we use violence to solve a lot of problems in the world of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm just saying.
So I have the girl with me now.
Yes, Gilby appears. Somehow her grandfather does not object to you.
He's
I mean,
like
he was
he's
busy
wrapped in the
singing.
rug. He's having a
Yeah.
problem.
Oh, yeah. He is not doing well. I forgot.
Yeah.
He is.
No.
He is not aware of his surroundings. So you have fetched Gilby.
fetched
Where are we
Gilby.
going?
Come with me, kid. Hey, kid, look at these two dudes in the hole. I don't know. If they're dudes. No, don't. Do you know these guys?
Gilby runs back into the main room.
Look
What's
at
her
these
problem?
Halloween decorations.
It's like she's never seen a skeleton before. It's singing.
Varnier looks.
It's
Varnier-
singing. It's cute.
Varnier is comforting Gilby as her grandfather is lying unconscious on the ground. Gilby is screaming. Ah!
Well, at least she's not
Varnier
singing
is-
anymore.
Varnier is looking at all of you with just intense disdain. Katala is like,
Hey, look, we found the singing source.
Well, that plan didn't work out so good.
Katala kind of heads. None of the librarians or Katala have gone into this room yet, and says, what did Gilby see? What is all this?
Ta-da!
Yeah.
There's some piles of bones singing in a hole. As you do.
Katala drops to all fours and says, I can't take it anymore, and runs for the exit to Firefly Cellar.
Be
Okay,
fair, people
apart from the fact that
are
we're locked in,
useless.
this is fine. Okay.
I want
Uh,
to smash the skeleton so bad.
Hey, Varnier, you remembered something about this thing, something. Do you recognize these two?
Varnier is not going to the room to look at skeletons with you. Sorry, allow me to say this. I am not interested in looking at whatever you found in there. You people, I'm going to chalk all of this up to cursed behavior.
Okay, great. So how do we get the curse to stop? Of
So
course,
we haven't
always
found.
said stomping, dancing as I'm talking. Just want to put a blanket over that. You're
Mhm.
welcome. But yes, continue.
So we haven't found that book yet. The missing book.
No,
The
No.
Shemshime rhymes.
the titular Shemshime's bedtime rhyme book is
So
still missing.
what we know is there are two skeletons singing in a hole. Well, there's one that's singing.
One skeleton.
Well,
One
okay,
skeleton
skull.
singing.
Skeleton and one
The skull is
non-singing
singing.
skeleton.
Yeah.
Right, in a hole. They know the
Mhm.
words. We have a little
Well,
girl
one of
who
them
drew
knows.
some really creepy pictures in her room
Yeah.
that we found, and we have a log of missing, the books, and the one book that's missing is the Shemshime rhyme. And so at this point,
And
we
the lyrics
know,
on the wall.
and we have the lyrics on the wall,
That
and
were
we know,
scratched by a hand that I'm guessing is the bone of the hand of the thing singing,
or the little girl.
or the little
Possessed.
girl.
I don't know.
They look old,
Um,
and they look like somebody played. The little girl does not look like she's the kind of person who puts up
I'm gonna be
tapestries
tall
to cover her graffiti work.
Well, no, but somebody
Okay.
else might have put
Yeah.
up the tapestry
She's
to
not.
cover up what
She's not
done.
tall enough either
Yeah,
to put
yeah.
that tapestry up.
Okay. So we know the name Shemshime at this point, right?
Mhm.
Can we find a mirror and say it 3 times?
You are free to do that.
Okay. Can I
Um,
do an Arcana check to see if I know of a spell or curse or similar that would cause a skeleton to sing?
Sure. Do an Arcana check.
I
Okay.
would also. I know. I think I did a history check before, but I can't remember if I did a history check since we learned the name of the Shemshime and
Shemshime?
the rhyme, and
I don't
certainly
think
not
anyone
since we
has done it.
found the skeleton. So I would like
Yeah.
to do
Okay.
history.
The skeleton continuing to sing incessantly in the little compartment it's in.
I'm gonna smash it so soon.
Okay.
But-
I rolled 14 on my Arcana check, so I'm crossing my fingers I've learned something.
Well, it certainly seems like this is probably some kind of advanced stage of the curse that the skeleton or the person that owned the skeleton suffered from in life. And it's possible that what you are looking at here in this sad little hole is all of your futures.
Oh
So
boy. Okay.
yeah.
All right. So
So there
I'm-
might be some comfort in knowing that death itself will not let you escape the song stuck in your head.
So
Cool.
basically,
Thanks.
what you're saying is it would be a mercy for me to smash this thing into bits, maybe.
The only thing I'm gonna say is, what if smashing it into smithereens triggers a further extended part of the curse?
Yeah,
Mm.
that's entirely possible, which is why I've managed to avoid doing
Yeah.
it so far. But
Can I
that's not gonna last a
suggest
lot longer.
that we
But I
we
have
put
rolled my history check.
Oh,
Ooh,
what was your
oh.
history check?
go for it?
I rolled a 20 on the die, which gives me a 22. So
Mhm.
Nice.
have I heard anything about like curses like this, or Shemshime specifically, or because I've traveled throughout
Mhm.
multiple planes of existence, so I might have heard some random stuff about how to get rid of a curse like this.
I think that you feel like this is probably your classic curse book situation, and that somebody.
Oh, that.
Classic curse book situation.
Gotcha.
Especially, I mean, Candlekeep.
Fair.
And
Yeah.
where basically spoilers for the entirety of Candlekeep. It's either a book curses you or you get sucked inside a book. And so far, you have not gotten sucked inside a book.
So it looks like we got a classic CBS on our hands.
Yeah,
huh?
classic CBS. And that finding the book is probably important to that. If not defeating the curse, understanding more about it. I would say that while you've been thinking on this, Katala has run upstairs, and you hear the sound of Katala attempting to break down the door outside to get out of Firefly Cellar. It sounds like a cat trying to open a door with a very complicated door handle over and over again, because that's kind of what Katala is. So, yeah.
Yeah, and the doors are all locked, I believe. I
the
remember
Yes,
all
I
of
believe
this.
the door is specifically locked with both a powerful physical lock and a magic lock on it as well. So it is. It seems like Katala does not possess the means to get out of the door.
All right.
Um,
This is frustrating
at least
because
attempting to brute force it is not getting anywhere.
this is frustrating because I am smart and I want to do smart things, but I'm also a very ragey barbarian right now,
Mhm.
and I
My
don't feel like I can
suggestion
do a lot.
would
The
be
song
that
is
we put
continuing
the
to
board-
madden you for Tata.
Yeah, I would suggest we put the board back over the skeletons, put the tapestry on top of it, close the door, and close other doors so that we are slightly further removed, and it might drive you insane slightly more slowly.
We should search this room first for the book.
Yes.
Yeah, we gotta
yes.
find that book.
Mhm.
Accio.
Do.
I don't know how to pronounce it. Clearly, Wingardium Leviosa, I know how to do,
Yeah.
but
Acura.
Acura book.
Akira Hyundai.
I only got
Yeah.
a 10 on investigation to search this. this
Your
room.
car check was better than mine, Tiff. I was like, I don't remember who makes this. Sorry, somebody rolled an investigation check.
Yeah, I only got a 10, which
I
It's
got a
okay. I got a
10.
2. So
16. Tell me, are you searching the scriptorium, the storage room full of fireflies, or the pit full of skeletons?
I
Tulipa,
would like
where'd
to
you-
start in the pit full of skeletons before we close it up, and then move up to the room
All
with
right.
the fireflies, and
I
then
did
move
the
out from
room
there.
with the 10.
All right, 16. You search the pit. You feel confident that there is just two skeletons, one of them singing in that pit. No books or
Let's put the
book-like
tapestry
things.
in the pit with the skeletons, and like maybe
Okay.
like gag
Not
the
not where it
one.
came from, but
That's fine.
Yep.
We don't care.
Yep. You
I'm
put the
just gonna try
tapestry in
gagging
now.
it, like wrap up
There's-
its head, something.
There's slightly muffled, but still surprisingly grating.
Amazing. Without lungs, you would think a skeleton would really struggle.
causes grief, a voice.
and no
that
lips
lamps
either.
some.
He enunciates
Yeah,
really well.
no vocal
Yeah,
cords.
no tongue?
It's all in
Just
the
all teeth.
it's all in the teeth. I don't know a lot about singing, but my understanding is 90% teeth. So
Yep.
yep.
It's just basic physics, really.
Yeah, no diaphragms required.
Mm-mm. So you search the pit. For Tata, you search the storage room. You rolled a 10. There's lots of firefly. There's various boxes that look like they have, firefly upkeep related things. You do, as you're kind of poking around, you do find something scratched into the floorboards, kind of next to the compartment that the skeletons are in. Somebody has scratched three words, finish the rhyme. And it looks in a very kind of weird, scratched into wood manic script. It does not carefully calligraphied here is what I'm saying. Finish the rhyme.
Do we have the art somewhere that we can look at again? That the kid drew?
Oh, the small creepy stuff.
That's a question for me, right?
As
much as
it's
anything.
a general question to anyone, but yes, I think you will have the answer.
So if you go to in
little
Roll20, go to the newspaper, yeah, and go to upsetting image.
Oh, upsetting image. I was like,
Oh,
I don't
nice.
remember how I set that up. I can click show to players. I think there were multiple pages of it, but that's at least one page.
Okay, but that doesn't help because that's
the
all
3 that's in the rhyme.
in the rhyme. Yeah.
There was not I would say that they I don't remember exactly what I showed you in December, but the images lined up with the lyrics that you now know.
There weren't any images that are not.
No,
Present,
they were not.
okay.
Not. Yeah.
Not
Does
yet.
anyone remember
Is that
what was
he-
on the tapestry that we shoved
Tony
in the
was
hole?
totally gonna-
The tapestry was just like it was like a mountain.
Oh, okay.
It was not like it was like a generic idea of a mountain. It did not. If it was a specific mountain, it's poorly.
It was an
executed.
IKEA tapestry, is what you're telling us.
It seemed like it was probably somewhere like when they were outfitting Candlekeep library like 400 years ago. Somebody's brother was like a tapestry salesman, and they bought tapestries by the pound, which is you do not get quality tapestries by the pound.
It wasn't even
Yeah,
IKEA, it was Yisk.
I don't get it. Is that a Canadian joke or?
Well, I don't think it's from Canada. It's another Nordic country
Oh,
store
okay.
that's like steps and steps down from.
Or
from
like
IKEA.
Wish. We ordered
It's-
it. They
Yisk.
ordered them for Wish.
It starts with a J. Jysk. Yes.
Mm. I didn't know there was a step below IKEA. No offense, IKEA. Most of my house is from you, but
Same.
yeah.
You know.
I don't remember the concept of the picture. Did Galeby come up and show it to us, or
We found it, I think.
We found it in her
searched-
room.
I think somebody
I
was
think
searching
like
her
under her
room.
bed or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We really upset this child.
yeah,
Yeah.
thanks,
the whole
Polly.
the whole skeletons. Like maybe that was one of those places where, as a dungeon master, I should have said, like, "Is that really what you want to do?" And Polly would have been like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, well, same thing happens.
I forget the kids aren't grown-ups because we're the same size.
Fair.
Troubling.
Touché.
Maybe we have
All right.
the pretty delicate fairy go try and calm her
Mm.
down and figure out if she had any other dreams or nightmares or
So you have wrapped the skeleton in a tapestry. I was going to say a rug. That's not how we treat
no,
rugs.
no,
No,
no, goes
wrapped it
with
in a
Hector.
tapestry.
Puddles is otherwise occupied
Yeah,
at this moment.
place the board back in place. Perhaps close the door to the firefly room. Perhaps close the door to the scriptorium,
Yep.
and are back in the main room.
Yes.
Just to recap who is here, Crinkle the Kenku is probably down on the lower level. Varnir is here. She's pacing back and forth. Not really happy to be trapped in a cellar with all of you. Galeby is here, shaking. Ebder is on the ground, kind of comatose. And the sounds of Katella trying to break down the door up above stop as Katella comes back down the stairs. Katella, the Tabaxi visiting scholar, looks kind of wild-eyed. Her ears and whiskers are all kind of pointing in different directions, looking all twitchy, and she is just staring at all of you with a look of perhaps anger and malice on her feline face.
Fair.
Yeah. I get that a lot.
Right. Okay. So, yeah, I will talk to Galeby, who is over here.
Okay.
So I'll
Galeby
go-
is rocking back and forth,
yeah.
deeply traumatized both by the events of the day and what you just
Shout to
happened.
her.
Kids gotta
I'm
grow up
just-
sometime.
I can't believe she lives in this world and hasn't seen like a singing skeleton. Like that just shocks me.
I mean, this is homeschooled, so
True.
It's a sheltered laugh.
Yeah. All right. I'm
Tulipa,
gonna.
you're talking to Gelby.
Yeah, I was just wondering if I should open with Druidcraft where I can like create a little orb that's gonna show like what the weather is as like a way to distract her and maybe calm her down first. Don't know if anybody has opinions on distracting small
Is that
children
the
before
opposite of a
interrogating them.
skeleton? Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that's standard practice.
Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna use Druidcraft and I'm gonna check what the weather's like for the next 24 hours, apparently. 'Cause that's what it does. To start with. And go, hi. Like,
Hi.
what's your favorite food?
Good start.
eggs? I like
Eggs? How do you
Eggs.
like eggs?
scrambled eggs.
Scrambled eggs for breakfast or lunch or both?
All of the above.
Oh,
Sometimes
okay.
I lose track of what time of day it is down here. It's so dark.
Yeah, it is pretty dark. I guess that's kind of scary sometimes.
Sometimes, especially now that I know that there's a skeleton right where I live all the time.
Well,
There
there's
won't
two.
be a skeleton here for much longer.
There's two, says Hermione.
Like,
from across
let's
the room.
not illustrate the fact that there's two of them.
It's got a friend.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're gonna get rid of the skeletons. But is there anything else here that scares you?
I'm worried about my grandfather, Ebder. He doesn't. I guess you don't usually refer to your grandfather by his first name, but I'm worried about my grandfather. I don't know if he's gonna get better. Da, 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 na, 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 na.
Try not to worry too much about your grandfather. He will be much better if he knows that you are not going to be ill because you're getting really, really scared about something.
Kind of across the room from you, not that far away, Tulipa, Catella has come back, and Catella is kind of pacing around. Varnir is kind of also pacing around, and though they all seem to be kind of trying to avoid each other, somehow their pacing has crossed paths, and Catella has grabbed Varnir kind of by the collars and says, "You have the key. Give me the key. Let me out of here. I don't want to die underground."
All right, I think I'm going to use
And
my
they're
sleep
kind of
spell
starting
on
to
Catala
scuffle.
to stop a riot happening.
Okay.
Does that seem like a good idea? Anybody object?
Works for me.
This whole time, I'm just going to start searching for the book. Like,
Okay.
I'm
Good
going
call.
with
the
Frittata and
background.
also looking for the book.
Cool.
She's looking high. I'm going to look low.
All right,
Yes.
there are
We're
obviously
a team.
lots of books here in this main level of the library. Stacks and stacks of books, stacks in the bookcase kind of way, not in the piled heaps kind of way. So all these circular shapes around this area are shelves and shelves of books. But you got to start somewhere. But it is kind of a needle in a haystack situation. So you spread out and start looking for
Yeah.
books.
I would
Now,
recommend
Catella
spreading out
and
quite a way
Varnir-
because the sleep spell is not that discriminate.
Sure.
Sure.
Well, Catella and Varnir are kind of, it's getting physical. Catella is like grabbing and kind of like, Catella is a very distinguished scholar and is not trained in fisticuffs. But Varnir is also a librarian. So, I just, blows have been exchanged at this point, though it's mainly Catella, and Varnir is just trying to calm Catella down.
All
Is
right.
this how you want to be remembered? Since Varnir and Catella is like, I don't want to be remembered. I want to live forever. Varnir
Wait a
says, well,
minute.
that's just unrealistic. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, because I would use Toll the Dead, but it's a wisdom saving throw. I feel like a
Mm.
librarian and a scholar are the wrong people to use that against.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean,
so
I
yeah.
could use my whip and wrap her up.
I could just grab somebody
Is
and
that
lift
how
them up.
whips work?
Yeah,
so
that
true.
works.
Sleep might be the most non-violent approach.
I mean,
Yep,
it does
that's fine.
technically damage people. So,
Does it? I thought it made them go
I thought it
unconscious.
just puts them to sleep.
So undead and creatures immune to being charmed aren't affected. Creatures' hit points must be equal to a remaining. The sleeper takes damage. Oh wait, sorry. It's
That's when they wake up.
stops when somebody is damaged. Okay, cool.
Okay.
So yeah, if
So
everyone's
everybody
cool with
step
that, then
away from the fighting librarians.
Clear.
Technically, one of the visiting scholar. Thank you.
Yeah.
Says Catella as she adjusts her
Yeah, and
glasses
maybe one of
and
you can
goes
just,
back
like,
to slapping it.
distract
Varnir.
Galby and like play hide and seek with her for a second so she doesn't get hit
Mhm.
by this.
Yep.
So I'm gonna cast sleep And hopefully it'll get Katala, but it depending on
Might
who.
get Varnir too.
Yeah.
How many hit points worth of creature of librarian scholar go down?
It doesn't specify. I'm struggling with reading this apparently. It's a first level enchantment at my second level, if that makes a difference.
Let's see here. It says roll 5d8. The total is how many hit points of creatures the spell can affect.
All
Mainly
right.
it's a question of, is it going to get both of them or just one of them?
Yeah. So I need 5d8s.
Mm-hmm.
I hit
Well,
roll.
it's gonna get at least 5 people, right?
No.
21 points.
All right. Katala slumps to the ground.
Excellent. Wonderful.
Varnir looks relieved.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say,
well,
please don't harm her, please don't do anything further because that will wake her up.
Yeah, Varnir gives you a look as if like, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I know, but like it got physical just now, so let's let's be realistic here, people. All
Well,
right.
she started it.
Yeah,
All right. People who are searching for books, give me perception checks as you're searching through the stacks looking for books or other places that you might look for books.
I want to go down to the
4.
fire room.
To the which room?
Go down like the downstairs
Okay, to the bottom level
By
where
by the rooms. Yeah.
the librarian's sleeping quarters are.
Have we gotten a description of this book yet? Have we actually talked to somebody who saw it?
I don't
my
think you
plan was
have.
to next ask Gail be what her favorite book is and what book she's been reading recently. Because let's face it, a book with the title bedtime in it is probably like somebody's gonna think it's fine for kids.
True.
So Gail, what's your favorite book?
I like all the books, but I'm not really a great reader yet.
That's okay. Have you read or has anybody read anything different or interesting for you recently?
Sometimes my grandfather reads to me. We're reading a book about a troll that wants to become a wizard, but he's not allowed to be a wizard because he's a troll.
Oh, where is
sometimes that makes
book?
me mad. Oh, it's in my room.
Cool. Do you have lots of books in your room?
Only a couple.
Because we
I
already
like to draw mainly. I like drawing more than books.
Where do you get ideas for your drawings?
I don't know. Where do ideas come from?
They just appear.
This just got deep.
This is a very good point. Like, do you wake up and you have like something that you want to draw immediately?
Yeah, usually eggs.
Eggs are a good thing to draw. Like, how do you draw an egg? Like, do you draw like the eggshell or do you draw like a cooked egg?
It's kind of like drawing a circle, but not as hard.
Okay, cool. So you're drawing like the egg in the shell.
I love this kid.
Cool. Okay. Have you seen
I
any books?
don't know how kids talk to people.
That's fine. That's fine.
You're nailing it. Like
Yeah,
this
you're
is
doing pretty well.
perfection.
Have you seen any books of bedtime rhymes around here?
That sounds familiar. There was a book with music in it that I saw the other day.
Where did you see it?
Look like.
I think it was in the bindery. I think my grandfather was going to repair it. There was something wrong with it, but it still
Oh.
played music.
Oh, that's pretty cool. What did it look like?
It's kind of shiny. It looked like a box, kind of like a metal box.
Oh, what color was
It didn't look like a book. It had like parts that moved. It was real fancy.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. How big was it? Like, that sounds pretty big for a book.
I'm just checking how canonically how big the book is.
Yeah, get what color it was too, because that'll make searching a lot easier.
I mean, she said it was
the
metal and
description is-
shiny. So.
The description is very specific. I don't think Gilby has this. It was 18 inches on each side. It was a square. No, it was kind of orange. It was orangey. It was big. It was bigger than all these other books that don't sing.
Is it bigger than me?
Could
No,
you? I say from across
I don't-
the shelf.
Well, how tall is Tulipa?
I mean,
Could you
I'm
make
a
a stack
fairy.
of-
so-
Could you make a stack of other books that
Yeah.
are as big as it was? I say
Ooh.
from the other side of the shelves.
Gilby starts making a stack of books. Let us just say that she has combined a stack of books into basically an 18-inch square kind of box shape.
Wow. Like, how did it open?
It was like a book, and she opens one of the books as if
Like,
as
so
if as if to
in the
helpfully
middle.
explain to you how a book works.
So opens in the middle rather than there being like a lid on top or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who was
Cool.
oh maybe check and see if she knows like who last was
Yeah.
messing with it or working
Yeah.
on it or who works in the
Do you-
bindery.
Yeah.
She said
Do you know-
her grandfather.
Yeah. Do you know what happened after your grandfather repaired it or was working on it?
I don't think he finished working on it. I think it was still gonna be worked on.
Okay. When was this? Like yesterday?
How did days work? I think it was yesterday.
Okay.
I have no idea how days
That's
work.
such a good question. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any
Did I-
eggs?
I think we can find you some eggs downstairs. I think Crinkle might be able to make you some eggs for dinner.
That's
Wow, deeply
racist.
offensive.
I'm just guessing. There was a
Wow.
kitchen
Wow.
down there. It's possible
Wow.
that there's eggs.
Yeah.
Like I get the impression that Crinkle does the food stuff as she
Yeah.
made us food yesterday.
Mm.
Mhm.
Mm.
Did you have any weird dreams last night?
Yeah, but I think I have those all the time.
Yeah, what are they like?
Sometimes I'm a dinosaur. Sometimes other people are dinosaurs.
Nice.
Um,
Wait, very important question. What's your favorite dinosaur?
Yeah.
I like Brontosaurus, except did you know that Brontosaurus is not actually a dinosaur anymore? There's a whole fight about it.
Oh wow.
Canonically in the Dungeons and Dragons world now.
I was
too.
like, they're
Evolution is
It's
important.
it's just like in our world, except one of them's a dwarf and one of them's an elf. Canon.
Same difference. Same difference.
What? Why do I do this to myself?
Because you
Um,
enjoy giving us all joy.
Joy.
I guess so. Should I go look for the book?
Yes, please. That would be really helpful. Can I come with you?
Gilby runs off.
All right. I'm gonna attempt to follow her because
All
I'm
right.
able to fly, so maybe I can keep track of a small child.
What's your speed?
Yes.
My speed is yes.
Yes. I actually got like wait.
Next, like in the top row, it'll say like walking and then a
Or
number
flying.
or well,
30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that is you're matched with her in speed. So
Excellent.
Gilby is basically just kind of running in circles around the main room of the library, going in
Excellent.
and out from different stacks. After a
Might
couple
just
minutes,
perch on the top of a bookcase
Yeah.
and just keep an eye on her so I don't have to
Yeah.
fly everywhere.
Tulipa, after a couple of minutes, you get the sense that possibly Gilby has forgotten what she's, after the third loop, it suggests that Gilby may just be running for the sake of running and not.
I mean, as long as she's distracted and not freaking
yeah.
out and panicking,
But I
then I
seems like
think
she
suppose
may
we
no
shouldn't
longer be
remind
on
her about
task.
the singing skeletons then.
Mm.
yeah, like let's possibly like use the information that we have and come back and interrogate her further later.
I
As you are kind of looking around, did people look on shelves and roll things, or did they just poke around?
I rolled
I'm not-
once.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 4. For
I rolled a
Four.
3.
perception.
None of you have
Can
found
I maybe
a
help some
copy
people with
of-
this?
I would
I rolled
like
a
to-
14.
I would like to roll an investigation because now that I know a little bit more about what it
Sure.
actually looks like, I want to sort of take a scan of like, I've wandered around, like what are the shelves that would actually accommodate something that are 18
Mhm.
inches. I also want to know how deep are these shelves? Could somebody have hidden an 18-inch box behind
Behind the
books,
books.
so that I should start just pulling books out and dumping them on the floor?
I'm gonna say
I'll help.
that's it seems like that would be a hard thing to hide.
Okay.
It would certainly not.
Oh man.
It's a hard thing to hide well, especially given what you know. But
Okay.
you're searching thoroughly.
Okay. Well, my investigation check is still only a 9.
9. Okay. So you are all searching. It's a needle in a haystack situation. You're taking books off shelves. You're looking through stuff. You are not finding anything that looks like it. You're, a lot of dust. As you're searching, you're all humming or singing, not even to yourselves anymore, but to each other. Could I
Maybe-
just hear a little bit of that, please?
Ask Farnier to help us find the book.
I have a very
do,
Are we singing
do,
together
do,
collectively?
do.
Like, is the
Oh, yeah.
pattern?
Yeah,
For-
you're roughly
okay.
you're roughly in tune with each other to the extent that that's possible, given your abilities.
Oh, fun.
See your mother scathing
Riding
weep.
wheat. Forgotten husband sleeping near. With one swing, she took his feet. With another
took his ear.
Does the shadow have a name? Everybody now!
Shemshime. Shemshime.
Excellent.
Oh no.
Yeah,
I always
that's,
want to add a second Shemshime in there.
I do too.
Just
Yeah.
really
Mm.
that's
fills
it's,
some-
it's even worse. That makes
Yeah.
it worse because it doesn't do that.
Mm.
I want to check
Call
out
and
the
response.
fixing room. Whatever.
All right,
it
the
is.
bindery.
Yes.
Now that we know
So
what
you're
it looks
poking
like.
around. None of you are finding any books of notice, especially nothing like this strange book that Gilby has described to you. And as you are poking around, you kind of, you hope that you're making some progress on getting further to discovering the source of this horrible curse. Ebdur is on the ground. Varnir is kind of, watching over him. Catella seems slightly more peacefully snoozing in the corner, but still kind of snoring in tune. And when something kind of seems to change in the cellar, the air around you starts to feel just kind of like thick and kind of oppressive. It's kind of squashing in on you. All of your nerves feel kind of like all prickly. Your muscles get kind of all twitchy, and it's like you're all being kind of like pulled by invisible strings. I want you to do a DC 15 charisma saving throw, each of you. And if you could put that in the chat in Roll20, just so I see those numbers in one place, that would be appreciated.
Wait, do we have a 15 dice?
No,
you
roll
are-
a 20.
Roll the
It's
20.
rolling
Your
a
goal is
D20.
to
Oh,
get.
okay, we have to
need
do
15
15.
is the.
Damn.
All right. So I see that Fertata got a 20, Hermione got a 3, Lapis got an 18, Tulipa also got an 18, and Polyquartz got a 9. So the bad news is that all of us? I forget how many of there are. Yeah, that's all of us.
Well, unless
Okay.
you're counting Lil Antony.
I think Lil Antony, he follows Polly's
I'll
I'll
Polly's
roll
lead.
for little Anthony. Let's see.
Okay.
4.
Excellent. Consistent. So the bad news is that as you're kind of searching, Hermione and Polly, you feel this thing. It's like tugging at you, and it's like you kind of are having this out of body experience as you are like losing control of your kind of your control of your physicality, and you feel something. If we were to name that something, we might call it Shemshime. Something tugging at you, forcing you to take up arms against your friends.
Uh-oh.
Roll initiative.
Oh no. This
Next
is
time
worse.
on Total Party Kill, will Hermione and Polly murder all of their friends or just some of their friends? Answers to questions such as these. Tune in next time.
Wow.
This is going
Yeah.
so well.
We got
Good
little
ending.
Anthony on our team too.
Yes.
So
party.
next
His,
time, you're going
card
to
up.
roll initiative, and Hermione, Little Anthony, and Polly are possessed by Shemshime and are going to attack Lapis, Tulipa, and Fertata.
And see
Awesome.
here, I thought we were just gonna dance like
Nobody was watching.
no, oh my gosh, I can't think of her name. The Seinfeld.
Elaine Bennett.
Elaine, thank you. Yeah.
Of course, Polly knows. Yeah.
I love that show.
But in the D&D world, it's just called Seinfeld, and it takes place in a field.
Nice.
Where
But
there's a
that
big
field is
sign.
called New York. So,
I
all right,
love Seinfeld.
Yeah,
Um,
probably an elf.
can we get the initiative thingy?
Yes. I was going to say we're also we're going to take a break,
Yes.
but we will start off with things. And let me,
I just thought I'd roll that now so that then I can snack.
yes. Feel free to roll that now, and
I put it in the chat.
Ooh,
And
I
do the
get
thing.
twice.
Yeah, sorry.
man.
it didn't work at first, and then it did work because I'm great at computers. And
right,
let's
I will
take
put it
a
in.
5 or 10 minute break, and then we'll play some Dungeon or Dragon. So live stream / bootleg. We will be right back. I don't know. I don't think I have the easy ability to stop stuff while I'm running it this way. So we'll be back. If you're listening to the bootleg, maybe
Enjoy
it'll
some silence.
skip forward. Yeah, enjoy some quiet moments to think about how you got to where you are today.
Just humming
Or
to yourself.
that.
This is excellent timing for Roll20 to just crash and be like, I'm
Oh.
just gonna send you back to the launch game screen.
Yeah, no,
So-
excellent timing. All right.
I mean,
Perfect
it's
timing.
a peaceful marker.
Who
be
have I
back.
not put in the initial order? Paulie.
Oh, 6.
Yep. I was attempting
And-
to input my
11 for
Little
Anthony.
Nice. And Paulie and Little Anthony, I'm going to say that you probably have emerged up here as part of that. Okay, let's take a break, people. We will be back very soon.
Okay.
wonderful.
Woo.
Mhm.
Oh, now we know what happened to those skeletons.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Makes you think. Yeah, it's hard to sing to death, but if the singing causes you to attack each other,
Yeah. This will be interesting.
yeah, I'm interested.
Is my drawing noisy?
No?
Mm-mm.
No,
I don't hear it.
Okay, cool.
Hopefully my cross stitching isn't noisy either.
I don't think so.
Okay. Are my
There we go.
potato chips noisy?
I just dropped off.
That
nice.
was noisy.
There
The
we
singing
go.
skull.
Oh, it's so cute.
Nice.
Way cuter than my blobs of color.
I am literally infected with the curse of Shemshime.
Hmm.
Because Steven, I get startled very easily. And so whenever Stephen and I are like walking around the house and we don't know where the other one is, we make noise. We usually bark at each other. That's how we tell each other where we are.
Ruff, ruff.
Or usually just the word bark or a woof.
Oh,
But anyway,
bark.
that's not the important part of the story. The important part is I started walking around the corner and usually I would just say like bark, bark. Instead I went bark, 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 bark.
No.
On purpose. Not on purpose at all.
I'm sorry.
And it
I'm
was
sorry, Eric.
frightening.
Please don't murder your husband.
Oh,
I'm just
no.
gonna put that out here.
I think it's important to say it out loud.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just kill the characters, not the players.
Yes.
That seems
Are
like
we
a reasonable
all-
request.
All back and ready to roll?
Yes, please.
Roll. Sorry.
I already did roll.
I mean, I have some
Mhm.
initiative. I
It's
don't know if it's
poor.
enough.
It's going to be the first thing. Let me ask it now because people are going to get confused later. Lapis and Hermione, you both got a 15. I think if whoever has a higher initiative modifier gets to go first. I don't know who that is.
I have +2.
Lapis.
That would be you then.
All right. So Hermione will go first. All right, let's start it off. I'll introduce you in initiative order. Welcome back to Total Party Kill. It's me, Tony Sindelar, your dungeon master. He, him. We are playing Candlekeep Mysteries, Shemshime's bedtime rhyme, where our players are afflicted with a horrible curse. The source of that curse, probably a book, but they don't know that for sure yet. The name of that curse seems to be Shemshime's bedtime rhyme, as they are all compelled to sing and hum and even maybe a little bit of light soft shoe this horrible haunting bedtime rhyme. But now things have escalated. That's right. Shemshime has leached himself into the brains of some of our characters and has turned them against the party. And I've had them roll initiative, for they are now fighting amongst themselves. That's right. I don't need to manage any monsters today. I'm just watching the players murder themselves. We have cut out the middleman to bring the savings to you. Finally, the players.
The
are just gonna
budget cuts
kill
are really getting
themselves.
to us here.
Yeah. Allow me to introduce our players in initiative order. They will introduce their characters, and then we will get into it. First up, Kathy Campbell.
Hello, my pronouns are she, her, and I am playing Hermione, a centaur fighter who is very angry that the rest of my party is not letting me dance.
Next up, it's Aline Sims.
Hello, I play Lapis, the Tabaxi cleric, whose pronouns, as well as mine, are she, her.
Also joining us, Rosemary Orchard.
Hello, I'm Rosemary Orchard, she, her, and I am playing Tulipa Flaws, a fairy who is not sure about fighting. Also she, her.
And also here, it's Tiff Arment. Hi, Tiff.
Hey, playing Polly Quartz, the rock gnome druid, who is slightly sorry for traumatizing a child.
Only slightly.
Only slightly.
And last but not least, your friend and mine, Erica Ensign.
Hello. Yes, I am playing Frittata, a Goliath barbarian. Our pronouns are she, her. And
All
I'm
right.
real slow this time.
Yeah. All right, Hermione, you are at the top of the order. Shemshime is controlling you. You have the horrible experience of basically being a puppet. As you can see what Shemshime is doing. So Shemshime is, in control of you, but seems to be aware of kind of what your physical capabilities are. And I think Shemshime is going to have you attack your friends. So just to kind of set the stage here, it looks like all of you are in or in the vicinity of the main reading room here in Firefly Cellar. Frittata is just inside the door to the bindery. Little Antony and Polly Quartz have just come up the stairs from the sleeping quarters. Lapis kind of in the middle. Tulipa Floss over there, perched on top of a bookcase. The librarians have kind of withdrawn from this for the sake of fight management. Hermione, you were searching for Shemshime's bedtime rhyme among the books when you realized that your actions were no longer your own. I'm going to suggest that you might just kind of jump over some books and attack Lapis.
That sounds like a good plan. I am going to run straight towards Lapis and attack them.
Are you standing on top of the bookshelf then?
Or like jumping over?
Yeah.
How tall are the bookshelves?
And how
pretty
tall is the
tall.
ceiling?
They are the ceiling is pretty high up because it's like a nice vaulted ceiling. There's even at one place there's like a nice there's a kind of an area that opens up to the area above where there's a balcony. Hermione, you might need to run around the bookcases because I'm going to say
well then I
6 or
don't
7 feet tall.
Very far.
All right, you gallop around the corner, and do you want to keep galloping into the main area as your because you can use
it's like my bonus action.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
so I don't think you have enough.
action.
You don't have enough actions.
Sorry.
Attack.
Yeah. Okay, and actually, let's see. I was here.
Or do you have enough speed to get to
30.
Tulipa Floss? I don't know who's closer to you.
I'm pretty high up, so that's gonna make me a bad target.
I guess
40.
Hermione is pretty a centaur.
Okay, so I thought I had a 30 move. Hold on, let me stop. How would I math this if I have 40? Wait, no, I was here.
I think you can get to Tulipa. You can get each square is 5, so you get if you have 40, you can go 8 squares.
Okay.
Yeah, you can totally get over there.
Okay.
So Tulipa, you were I think basically keeping an eye on Gilby, who is running around in circles. Suddenly Gilby and all the librarians are kind of just standing still in kind of a weird at attention thing when a very determined looking centaur rounds the corner at full speed and comes charging at you. Hermione, do you want to roll some attacks?
Yes, I would. In fact, several. 13 plus 6 is 19.
Ow.
I'm guessing that hits.
I mean, it does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry for all of this.
This is not my fault. I'm not
but
involved here.
I'm just doing what Shemshime says.
Yeah.
I
how
thought
you
being on a
accidentally
bookcase was
Yeah.
gonna like keep me
Yeah.
safe from like range generally, but hey.
So 5 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to use my whip. 8 plus 6. Wait, no. It's just because it's my second weapon. It's not the modifier, right? So it's just.
I think so. Yeah.
Roll. Okay. So 8 is that not? That's not
Not
in
gonna
your
hit.
armor class. Okay. However, because I moved. Oh wait, I didn't move straight. So never mind. I'm done.
Okay. Lapis, you are just a little ways across the reading room. I think you saw out of the corner of your eye Hermione like charge between the stacks, and I don't know, probably the sound of books and bookcases kind of going flying as Hermione appeared to attack Tulipa Floss, who was just hanging out on top of a bookcase.
Huh.
Huh, indeed.
All right. So I feel like my companion has attacked my other companion.
It's true.
That'll
Who
be
do you
accurate.
like more?
I mean, I'd just like to put it out there. The fairies are very pretty
Mm.
and delicate.
Technically, one
Oh.
of them is being controlled by an evil force of evil, but we, you know.
I'll move to where I can see Hermione and Tulipa.
And I would say you specifically were aware that Hermione attacked Tulipa.
Okay.
The source of the aggression was extremely evident.
Real quick, as Hermione, does she know that she's being like controlled, or is she fully in the zone of these are the bad guys, or is it kind of like the little voice inside my head going, no, those are your friends, and the bigger voice of Shemshime? Like what level?
You are powerless to do anything beyond that. Shemshime does not will.
Okay, so I
happen.
can't yell, I'm being controlled. Okay.
I think that's probably what you are, your internal dialogue, an internal monologue, but it is not it's only internal. It is not external.
Okay.
So you do not want to be doing this, but you are doing it.
Okay.
So yes. So sorry, Lapis. You head over between the shelves where Hermione and Tulipa are fighting, and
well, I don't know. Like, I don't know if Hermione saw Tulipa do something. I don't know if she saw like a rogue evil firefly try to attack Tulipa.
It was pretty extreme.
There was a bug on her.
But yeah, like
you're giving Hermione the benefit of the doubt until she murders someone in front of you.
Well,
appreciate it.
Like, I've traveled with Hermione.
Yeah.
I know that there's weird stuff
maybe
happening.
Tulipa is a serial killer.
I've fallen through a ceiling with this horse.
Yeah, exactly.
A bond that can never be broken.
So I think I'm going to pull out. Sorry, I'm just thinking about like the order of action. Is asking a question an action?
I'll give you that as a bonus action.
Okay. So what I would like to do is say, what the F is going on?
To which I will reply, I have no idea.
Well, because what the F stands for, what the fairy is going on.
Right,
yes,
right.
And the fairy replies. Yeah.
Obviously.
So
she just attacked me out of nowhere.
Yep.
How would Shemshime tell me to reply?
You were just singing the song. You were singing the words to the song very loudly.
Okay.
Perhaps not as in tune as you were doing before, Hermione. but with like extra emphasis.
Gusto.
Yeah.
I'm super excited to sing.
Yeah. +3 gusto.
Yeah.
Okay, so do I notice this change in Hermione?
Yeah, I would say it seems like there's something off about her.
Okay. All right. So I think that since we've traveled enough together and I noticed this change in her.
Yeah, I think I'm going to say for you, it would be obvious if, and you know, this is a challenge. Lapis, you have been placed in a very difficult situation here where two of your friends, your traveling compatriots, are in a fight and it's unclear who is right or who is wrong or what is going on. But yeah, I will say that you have traveled with Hermione enough to recognize that something is not right about Hermione's actions here.
Okay. All right. Okay. Given all of that.
Yep.
Oh, one more question. Sorry. I know this is taking forever, but like I've gotta do.
It's a complicated.
We want to go through all.
There's no
the
clear cut
questions.
back, guys.
before you murder Hermione. We want to get
Right,
these all
exactly.
answered.
Or me.
Bye, Kathy.
Could go either way.
Kathy, I'm assuming that since you're a fighter, your attacks are strength based.
Yes.
Is that
I
yeah?
think so.
This is just a question that friends ask each other.
Right. Yeah.
In the middle of a fight, yes.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
No real reason. I get it. Yep.
No
Would you say
reason.
that your Achilles heel is your Achilles heel? Which side did you have ACL replacement surgery on? Let me just take it as
Asking
a
for a
friend.
friend.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, given the situation, given that Hermione is acting strangely, and I saw her basically go after Tulipa, I am going to cast Ray of Enfeeblement on her. This is a concentration spell, so I can end it at any time. But what happens is basically like I point a finger at her. A black beam of energy springs from my finger. And Hermione, when you hit somebody with an attack that uses strength, you're going to deal half damage.
If you hit with your Ray of Enfeeblement.
Yes, you need to roll a Constitution savings throw. What? You need.
I will roll a dice and tell you a number, and you tell me what that means.
I think, Aline, I think you make a ranged spell attack.
No, it's make a ranged spell attack against the target. Oh, okay. Aha. Oh, heckin'. Oh, that didn't work at all.
Oh dear.
What happened?
Okay. I rolled a 7. Well, I rolled a 1.
Okay.
Plus
I
6.
have plus 6, yeah.
You Ray of Enfeeblement, one of the books on the shelf next to
Yeah,
Hermione.
awesome.
It was not Shemshime's bedtime rhyme.
All right. So I did.
Good idea. Great instinct is let us try and, de-escalate this situation by enfeebling one of the powerful fighters. Sadly, you hit a book.
Yeah. All right. So after all of that, I'm going to use the rest of my movement speed to hopefully get out of Hermione's line of sight.
All right. You, having shot a magic spell at Hermione, run and duck back between the stacks, trying to avoid the wrath of a centaur.
Before I move, I want to yell, Hermione's acting weird, and then I want to run.
All right. Very, very complicated turn. Tulipa Floss, Lapis has yelled, Hermione is acting weird. This is not news to you. You are face to face with a centaur that seems intent.
No, duh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd figured out something was up. Okay. So, I am not yet aware of how many people are acting weird, am I?
No, I don't think so.
You have another
Okay.
sleep left?
I do. And I theoretically also have Misty Step, which could remove myself from the immediate area. But the problem with that is it's an either or. And we don't yet know who is going to attack whom. So I'm going to assume that Lapis is not suddenly deranged, and start by evaluating my options, because I don't want to hurt somebody who's not in control of themselves, but also stop hurting me.
Well, I mean, if you put her to sleep, she won't be able to hurt you anymore.
Yeah, the question is who else is going to attack us? Because we don't
but
yet
you don't know if anyone
would you
else.
suspect? Yeah.
This is true, but
also
my
sleep
gut
only
instinct
does a
tells me
certain-
one person acting weird is going to lead to more people acting weird. Like we've already had Katala go a bit nuts.
Which is why I think sleep would be smart, because then that just like takes one person out of the equation.
Yeah, until they get damaged or similar. So yeah, I'm gonna try casting sleep, which is my final remaining spell slot aside from cantrips, on Hermione.
You can do it. Roll high.
Yeah. So I can do that. And was it 5d8s?
I believe so.
Oh, that's 6. Let's try that again. Um,
The total is how many hit points of creature the spell can affect. So the tricky thing here is you need to exceed Hermione's
Yep.
hit points.
Which are
are high.
36.
okay. I did roll pretty well. I got 22,
You roll-
but that's not well enough.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
So like basically you cast sleep on Hermione. Hermione, there's like you get like a brief sense of drowsiness. It's like, oh man, the day is kind of dragging, and then you pound an iced coffee and everything is great again.
All right.
So that happened.
Yep, that happened. That
Do
was
any of
no.
the librarians get caught in the like it doesn't hit Hermione, but it
It does.
sends some
I'm
other
gonna
people
say.
to sleep?
Would it have done that? I'm gonna say
don't know what the range
let's not
is.
worry about the librarians for this fight.
Okay,
Is what I'm gonna say.
So I believe I can still use a cantrip. Let me check actions to make
If
sure.
it's a bonus action, yep.
I unfortunately cannot. Okay.
Oh,
Darn it.
okay.
Yeah. Am I still able to move away as
If you move away, Hermione is gonna
gets an
probably
attack of
gets an
opportunity?
attack of opportunity. But on the other hand, Hermione is a giant centaur, and you are a fairy.
Small fairy that is on
Yeah.
top of a bookcase.
On top of a
So-
bookcase. Your ability to navigate Candlekeep, the Firefly Cellar of Candlekeep Library is probably significantly higher than the centaur. No offense.
Yeah.
I will even
None
mention
taken.
just a little bit
Because
of
you mentioned
of-
a balcony before.
yeah. If you look at the map above, you can see that there's a balcony that looks down on this room. So,
Yeah.
like from the center of the room, you could theoretically go straight up. The centaur.
Yeah,
could not
that's
go
what
straight
I'm
up unless
thinking
it's
of
a
doing.
flying centaur.
Like,
Yep.
I'm going to use my movement and go upwards rather
All right,
than
so you just run.
yeah, basically.
You go. Hermione, you get to roll attack of opportunity on Tulipa. That's not going to stop Tulipa from escaping unless it kills Tulipa. And Tulipa, you head up to the top floor.
So I rolled a 19.
Which would hit,
Mm-hmm.
as previously established.
How many hit points you got, Tulipa?
17.
Okay,
Okay.
so
I would
probably.
probably use my short sword.
All right, roll some
Which is
damage.
My
Excellent, because I'll be out of range, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
9.
All right, so Tulipa,
Sorry.
the centaur slices you for 9 damage. You are probably not feeling great.
Nope,
but you
not feeling great, but I am out of range now. So
yeah, you are
And still
out of
alive.
range. You whiz up past the balcony to the top floor of the basement of the cellar. I don't know if I mentioned before, but when you came in, there's a lovely giant like book statue thing of like a book in flight kind of overlooking this balcony.
Oh, nice.
But most importantly, there's no centaurs up on the top level of the cellar.
Can
So
I
it's
like
empty.
glance at this on my way up, like bleeding everywhere, and just check that the Shemshime book isn't like the flying book?
Check
The Shemshime
balcony.
book. No, it is just it's the idea of a book. It is not. It's certainly not. It's book classic. It is not a magic talking box book. So yeah,
Worth checking.
yeah, no, worth checking. What that is one more book shaped object you have ruled out in the cellar as being Shemshime's bedtime rhyme.
8,999 to go.
Yep. Little Antony is next. Little Antony is at the top of the stairs with his druid life partner Polly, and Little Antony is looking for blood.
He is starting to froth as he kind of like turns into his like old closet self, kind of like the way he was when we first met him. And so he has a attack speed of 40 or a range of 40. So
Wow, he's a fast little guy.
yeah, he's pretty fast. So he's unfortunately going to go for Lapis. And let's see. He is just going to use his claws because he's kind of like crazed. And he has the piercing. He has piercing damage, and the target must succeed on a DC 10 Constitution saving throw or take poison damage and such. So I think he just attacks, right?
I think so.
And then so Lapis needs to roll.
I think he has to roll an attack. So roll a d20.
Okay.
Um,
To see if he
let's
hits.
just see here. Yeah, let's see if he hits. Claws. Claws are
13.
13 plus 4 to hit is his claw attack.
Okay. Yeah. So there we go.
17.
That hits.
17. It looks like he does 1d4 plus 3 piercing damage.
He takes 2d4 poison damage, and you become poisoned for 1 minute.
I'm reading. I don't know what I sent you.
I just have the Quasit
okay
sheet, but I might be reading it wrong.
I think
I'll
you're probably
trust
not
you.
used to reading monsters sheets.
No, not.
I am.
Okay.
So he has a claw attack.
Okay.
So he rolled +4 to hit. He hit. On a hit, you do 1d4 plus 3 piercing damage.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, that's how monsters are formatted. So,
and then what's it say after here? The target must succeed in a DC 10.
That means that Lapis must succeed on a DC 10 Constitution saving throw or take more poison damage.
Okay.
So first, you scratch Lapis for roll a d4 and add 3 piercing damage.
Okay. So I did hit.
Yeah, you hit, right?
17.
Is that we established that Lapis, right?
Yep.
Question mark.
Oh, I got a 4.
So that's 7 piercing damage. Lapis, you get a good size scratch from Little Anthony. And now you got to do a Constitution saving throw because Little Anthony does not wash his hands.
He's a dirty boy.
Yeah.
I got a 14.
All right, you are not.
You're fine. Yeah.
You're not
I
poisoned.
helped save you from that pocket dimension.
Aline, I
This
feel
is
like
really rude.
the experience of being attacked by Little Anthony is not dissimilar than your everyday life with cats.
No, like that's accurate. That's
Yeah.
accurate.
Who
Yeah.
owe all of their existence to you. So
Yeah, I got scratched this morning. That was great.
Yeah.
It's probably less expensive to feed little Anthony though, honestly.
mhm.
I don't know. He eats a lot of meatball subs.
Little Anthony, yeah, I was gonna say only wet food for Little Anthony. You know?
Yeah, he's kind of a snob about that.
Yep. Also, I think it's hard to get meatball subs in the D&T setting. Polly, you're next.
Upstairs.
The closets find a way.
Yeah, Polly, I think you're next. I think that Shemshime knows that. Well, let's have you focus on Lapis. So maybe you're gonna follow Little Annie down the hall and do some kind of attack on Lapis.
I'm not as fast as Little Anthony. I can't get to
you got
Lapis.
short legs.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a
but
ranged attack that maybe you could do on Lapis though? Because you're a druid.
I am going to move a little bit forward, so like half forward.
Yep.
Because I guess I have to do something.
You have
right?
to do this. This is
Okay. Okay. One question: Isn't the little girl supposed to be looking for the book?
Yeah, I mean, it was unclear how effective that was, but you know,
okay.
Yeah, she got
gave up
distracted
pretty
pretty
fast.
quickly, unfortunately.
yeah.
Fine. All right, so I have darts then, and I guess I'm going to use my darts.
Yeah,
So
dart a cat. Got it.
let's see.
This is
That
fun.
is 11.
No.
All right, a dart whizzes out from Polly and hits the bookcase behind your head, Lapis.
He spits on the floor.
Is that was Shemshime though, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
totally.
Okay.
That wasn't Polly at all.
No.
It was totally
All right.
Polly.
For Tata, you are in the book bindery when the sounds of chaos and battle ring out from the main reading room of the of Firefly Cellar.
All right. Well, so when I came in here, now that I know what the book-ish thing looks like, did I see it before any of this stuff happened behind me?
You did not, and I think also you had pretty thoroughly, or Hermione had pretty thoroughly searched this room before. So, but even with knowing, there's not a lot of books in the bindery, and I think all the ones in there are accounted for. So we'll say that you successfully searched the bindery before this happened. So behind you, a fight.
15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, so I hear something's happening. So this is as far as I can get by just moving twice. Being like, "What, Polly? What's happening?"
Yeah, you see Polly holding darts, and could just be afternoon lawn darts.
And
but,
if I see my friends, I probably see that Tulipa and Lepis have both been injured. I think this is the thing that finally sends me over the edge, and I start raging as a bonus
Oh,
action.
okay.
Yep. I am not happy. Why?
Causes grief, avoids the blame. Shemshime.
Mhm.
Thank you, Polly. Hermione, we are back around to the top to you. I think Tulipa has kind of evaded you, but a Goliath has entered the main reading room
And shouted.
and shouted.
All right. So for Talipa, though, can I see her? Like,
I think Tulipa is probably out of range.
okay.
Rosemary, you probably wanted to get somewhere that
hide.
you could not be seen, right?
Yeah. Like I'm
Yeah.
on the balcony. If you know that you're looking up and looking for me, you might see me because I'm like on the edge of the balcony so I can see things, but I'm pretty small and
Yeah.
there's a fight going on. And
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So not a crossbow bolt.
Yeah, I don't think you have a good. You would have a.
Yeah.
It would be very hard to hit her with a crossbow bolt from where you are and where she is.
I'm above you and back from the edge of the
Yeah.
bookcase. Like,
And
back
there's
from the edge of the balcony.
There's a balcony railing there. It's it's a whole thing.
Yeah, and I'm
Whereas there is a barbarian just standing there between the bookshelves.
Perfect. Okay. Math is hard, but 20 plus 20 is 40. So I can go here and then here, and I'm going to attack.
All right, you charge for Tata.
Yes.
Oh, actually, I forgot how rage works. I can't do that on a turn that I didn't attack. So
Okay,
pretend I'm not raging.
you're you're simmering.
You're just angry.
You're not simmering. You're simmering.
You're about to rage.
Pre-raging.
Yeah. You got to preheat the oven. But you have not boiled over.
Wait, hang on. Help me out with this because this is the first barbarian that I've played. It says your rage ends early if you're knocked unconscious or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn. So if I raged, would it just automatically expire at the end of that turn, or do I have until the end of the next?
I think you have until the next turn.
Okay, well then we'll say that I am raging. Then.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Ignore all that.
Okay.
Well, Furtada, you're angry. I don't know if you know what you're angry at, but a centaur has attacked you. And so I guess you could add that to the list of grievances. Yeah.
So what did you
Hermione, what kind of attack are you doing?
I am attacking with my short sword, and I rolled a 20, or 20 plus mathing. It's not a nat 20.
Okay, but yes.
Math 20,
Yes.
as we call it. Yes.
A math 20.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that hits.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just asking for, I don't know. We've bonded a little bit, but we just got to make sure.
Mhm.
So 7 damage.
All right, I am raging, so I only take half of that.
All right, and then I'm going to use my whip as well. Oh, but I only rolled a 2, so
That definitely does
good.
not hit.
All right. Hermione, all set?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Lapis, you are over down the hallway from this part of the fight. A horrible little monster that has just scratched you.
That you know and love.
Well, no.
I love him.
Just
Sometimes.
sometimes you don't like him.
Just sharp and pointy and demanding and
Stinky.
messy and basically a cat. What does inflict wounds do?
It
Hurts.
sounds pretty
Necrotic
descriptive.
Damage. Necrotic damage. Okay. I don't want to hurt him.
Quick question, Tony. If little Anthony gets no hit points, is he knocked unconscious like the rest of us?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Good question.
Mm-hmm. I think unless the creature, certainly in general, when you are fighting anybody and you're reduced to 0 hit points, you can kind of decide whether that is a killing blow or not. So I would say that is harder to do with a thing like a fireball versus any other kind of melee attack. So you can always choose to knock an opponent down instead of murdering them.
We just like to murder instead.
Well, it's then because then you're gonna have to go around and like finish everybody off. It's just we skip past that, like the 15 minutes of like, please don't murder me. And it's like, well, I'm the hero and you're really bad. So
We skip past the pleading. That's fine.
yeah. So
Fast forward. A.
yeah. So Lapis.
All right. I think I don't know how this is gonna work exactly,
Yeah, I love it.
Same.
Yeah, I like it already.
but I am going to use my claws in retaliation.
That makes
Claw
sense.
versus claw.
You've been
Claw
clawed.
you.
Claws against little Anthony here. Question: I have 2 weapon fighting. Since I have technically 4 sets of claws, do I get to use my claws twice?
I'll allow it. Somebody's going to write in
Okay.
and ask about light weapons and things like that. But this is what we're doing today, people.
I feel like claws are the
Okay.
lightest of weapons.
Mm.
Right?
Yeah.
Be like
That
one
is-
of those cat
and
hugs.
that is what
Really?
I'll reply to them with.
All right. So first attack is a 15.
I'm pretty sure that hits little Annie. Tiff.
Yeah, it does. Just not so much, but yeah, it does.
Second is a 1. I do 0 damage because
What?
it is 1d4 minus 1 damage.
And
I
you rolled a 1.
1.
So you just like swatted little Annie.
I started, which is basically what I wanted to do.
Mhm.
So
Congratulations.
Well, he's also
Yeah.
resistant to slashing and piercing.
Oh, he is?
It says
Wow.
damage resistances: cold, fire, lightning, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks.
Your
All
hands
right,
are not
well-
magical. So,
says you.
all right. Well, this
so-
was incredibly ineffective.
no, but like I got like my warning,
Mhm.
my shot across the bow, basically.
Yep.
But like you're in now.
Yeah. So I think that's basically my turn.
All right.
I
a slap
don't
fight.
like. I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to hit anybody with magic. Like I don't want to use a spell slot on anybody. But
I like how you went
also-
down from like, I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to waste any resources on
Right,
them.
like
yeah.
these are both true things.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, no, I got it. Little Annie's not worth it.
Rude.
but valid.
Mm.
turn.
All right. Yeah. We're friends.
So that's my
Um,
turn.
All right. Talipa Voss, you escaped to the top floor of Firefly Cellar. You're just over the balcony there.
Yep.
I would say, unfortunately, with where the fight has moved back into the stacks, you do not have a good view of anything up there from the balcony, but you are certainly extremely safe.
I'm very safe.
Very
and
safe.
would you say that I'm within 60 feet of Hermione?
Let's math is hard.
It's difficult to tell with the height.
I would
like
say
it's-
you're within 40 feet of Hermione, so which is
Perfect.
smaller than
Ex-
60.
Yes, yes, excellent.
Math.
Because I don't like. There's no aiming involved in a mind sliver, and I don't like hurting people who are supposed to be on my side. But it is supposed to be disorientating, which or disorienting, which seems like it might be a useful thing to do. So I am going to try to cast Mind Sliver on Hermione.
You drive a disorienting spike of psychic energy into the mind of one creature you can see within range.
Yep. And I'm lying on the floor because I'm pretty injured. So
Yep.
right.
Is this a spell attack or does Hermione do a saving throw? How is this one work?
This is a cantrip spell attack. It not particularly specified. It just says casting time. Cast at will, 1d6 of damage. Attack saving, intelligence 13.
Okay.
Well, you're in luck because I'm not very smart.
It kind of unfortunately goes with the fighter territory.
It's true.
You know, you might be
So-
lucky. I might
So
be
make
very
an
honest.
intelligence saving throw, Hermione.
I got 9.
That is
Excellent.
lower than 13. What happens?
That is.
I throw a d6 to see how much damage this does. 5. So
5 psychic damage.
yes. And you subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw that it would make before the end of my turn. Unfortunately, that is the end of my turn because I do not have limitless actions.
Now, I will tell you, as that mind sliver hits you, Hermione, there's just something like maybe Shemshime's grip just kind of like flickers a little bit. Give me a DC. I'm not going to tell you the DC, but give me a quick charisma save to try and break out of Shemshime's thrall.
I was hoping psychic would be good for this. So it's the least damaging one I can do.
I got a 19.
You feel like you are momentarily like have your faculties back and know what's going on.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Do I notice
Yeah.
that?
I don't know if you do notice that.
Is Hermione able to say anything during this time?
I think no, because it's not Hermione's
Not
turn.
my turn.
Yep. All right. Tulip, anything else? You're gonna stay up there on the balcony where you're safe?
I'm gonna stay up here on the balcony. I can't heal myself, so I'm just kind of gonna lie low and hope for the best. and-
Okay, there is
Can you look around a little
fairy
bit?
blood everywhere.
Yeah, there's
See
fairy
if
blood
there's-
everywhere. I'm like scanning books to see if anything looks suspiciously large and shiny.
You seem to things are large and shiny, but you then realize that you're basically in the it's all coffee table books where you are. So yeah.
Great. Lovely.
A lot of things with like landscapes of Faerun and it's it's not
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, maybe you always wanted to see some of these places before you died, so it's convenient.
excellent. It was definitely worth, coming down here.
Yep.
Wonderful. Great.
All right. Little Annie, you are next. You are claw to claw with Lapis.
So little Antony is going to turn into a bat
Oh,
and fly
I
up
forgot that little Annie can do
to
that.
the top balcony with Chalupa.
Okay.
That's very inconvenient.
He's
Like,
very disoriented. He's just things are happening. He turned into a bat and
Got swatted.
he flew up there, but that's his action. So
Do you want you might have enough to wait, so what is shape changing?
shape changing
is
is
an
the action.
Okay, so you don't have any actions left to bite Tulipa, but maybe next round. All
I
right.
already have 8 hit points left, so I really hope he's a very small bat right now.
He's an appropriate sized bat, but
He's a closet sized bat.
but the
He's
bat
a little
is small.
Antony sized bat.
But the bat is small. Little Andy is a tiny creature, but big personality.
Yeah, I'm not liking the sound of the fangs involved here.
Polly, you are in the same you've got all kinds of creatures in your area. I think Shemshime's gonna kind of let it up to you. Do you want to attack a Hermione or a Lapis or a Frittata? How do you feel?
So I can also attack Hermione, even though because I guess it doesn't matter what team you're on. You're just like,
I did just
Oh,
yell
boy.
at you and call your
right.
name.
Yeah, I think because I'm kind of nuts, I'm gonna take on Frittata.
All right, you got some kind of druid attack that you want to do on Frittata?
Druid attack. Well, I don't think I can mold earth here.
No, that's mainly
'Cause it's loose earth.
Get back to me when you have mold books.
Yeah.
No,
And
don't
also-
make the books moldy.
Oh,
Well, no, but if you can turn a book into the Shemshime book, that would be really, really useful.
would it? Then there'd be 2.
Ugh.
I do
double
have a
curse.
cantrip called Shillelagh.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
that turns your walking stick into like a big magic club.
Right. And so my strength, it's instead of using strength for the attack, the damage roll is with the weapon is my magic instead. Use your spell casting ability instead of strength.
So you're basically going to turn your little druid staff into a giant magic club and assault a giant Goliath.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's do that.
Okay. Roll some
So-
attacks or
So
an
Polly
attack.
moved forward.
Yep.
God. He knows that this is a terrible idea,
Yeah.
but he can't help himself. 10 plus, where's my magic modifier? 3, so 13. That's like
That
my
does-
spell attack, right?
Does not hit.
All right.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. For Tata, you are in an interesting situation here. You've got Polly and Hermione have kind of converged on you. Now Hermione, I think we all know that Hermione has kind of like shaken something off. I don't know if Frittata knows that. And you are raging, which I feel like might impede your ability to know that. Do you
Yeah.
want to roll something and we'll see if the dice, like if you roll real high,
Sure.
the dice will, maybe something catches your eye, but I don't think it is. You rolled a 2.
Two.
All right. Nothing catches your
Excellent.
eye.
This is
So-
going well.
You have a tiny, or not tiny, smallish druid and a centaur attacking you. How do you want to deal with this?
Well, I was sort of headed toward Polly to start with, so I feel like in my rage, I'm not gonna change I'm not gonna change targets.
You want to start with me?
And also, you started.
You want to go outside?
Is this something with me?
You want to go outside? You want to take us outside? We can't because we're locked in here. But
We can't go outside.
I'm just gonna punch Polly in the face. Oh, no, I'm gonna do a slap across the face, like snap out of it. Exactly. Mhm.
I'm gonna die.
I feel like now is an excellent moment for the quote from the Aristocats of ladies don't start fights, but they can finish them.
I did not roll very well, and I don't think I have inspiration. Sadly, no.
I am not telling you to use
You want inspiration?
I do,
Oh.
but I never
Just-
do anything that's good enough to get inspiration, so I have none. So I rolled let's see, what is an unarmed strike is +5, so that's a 9.
Doesn't hit.
Okay.
All right.
Um,
And that you can't do two weapon fighting when you're not using a weapon, I guess.
I don't think so. I don't know. We let Lapis claw twice, but I don't know how it works with.
I mean,
Fists.
claws could be weapons.
Yeah.
Well, and
Rage is a weapon, though.
You're two-handed fighting, which means you have two
I know,
hands.
it seems very weird that you just because I'm not holding
There's-
a weapon, I can't slap. with
Yeah,
two
I think
hands.
there's roll another attack. I think there's specific rules about like what things you have to be holding, and I guess the special training that you got for using two weapons. It doesn't apply
Well,
to hands, but
I don't think it's gonna
but this
matter.
is happening.
I got an 11. I'm not.
All right,
That
so you are just like
is
pounding the ground, and Polly is like, "Oh no!" Polly was ducking and weaving until you weaved
That-
when you should have ducked.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's my armor class. It is
All right.
amazing.
Okay.
How much damage do you do?
That just does a straight 6 points of damage, and it's subdual damage, like it's non-lethal.
Straight 6.
All right,
Snap out of it, Polly. What the hell?
good news.
What
good
the
news.
hell, you?
Polly, there's good news. The good news is you get to roll a charisma saving throw against possibly Shemshime's control.
Great.
I could have done a headbutt, but I decided that would be
I think ergonomically that might be challenging.
yeah. 'Cause
That's
Polly's so
really
small.
far down that you gotta
Yeah.
get that.
And then you got to
head.
go all the way back up again.
Unless you
Yeah.
pick Polly up and
Oh,
head back
19.
that way.
all right. Polly, you get hit in the face, but you suddenly feel like you're perhaps in control of your faculties again. The question, will Furtata realize this before she murders all of you?
I mean, can I say something
right.
since I was just like hit attack?
You will on your turn. It'll be okay.
Fine.
I'm going to say at the end of the initiative order, basically the librarians kind of panic and just disperse into the to the stacks. It's unclear where they are. I'm just going to move their tokens off the map for now.
Okay.
All right. Hermione, you are next. Congratulations, your turn is your own. Enjoy it.
Hooray! I am going to shout, "Whoa!" I didn't mean to do that. I feel possessed. And not attack, clearly.
Okay.
Because that would be wrong.
Do you want to attack Polly as a sign of alliance with Furtata?
This is going to go well for you.
All I
isn't it?
do is ask questions, people. I'm not. telling you.
I'm wondering if, as someone who recently like passed out of control of by Shemshime, if I would recognize the flash of lights, even though it looks like Polly's hat kind of covers his eyes. I don't know if I'd be able to like how.
Give me a quick perception check.
Okay.
I feel like it would be insight, right?
Yeah, we're insight.
Okay. I rolled a 16.
Just take whichever one's better.
Hold on. I don't have it in my magical like skills thing.
You should have
Okay.
insight.
16 is a good roll. You notice that Polly seems to have kind of gone.
There
like
it is.
his movements are no longer the kind of strange, herky-jerky puppet-like movements that you and he were experiencing moments ago. So you suspect that you are both free of whatever condition was controlling you.
Who you calling jerky?
Oh, it looks like Polly's feeling better too.
That is classic thing that possessed people would say to other people. Lapis, you're next.
Okay. I guess I just am like, so you're good now? Like what?
You're addressing Polly or Hermione or both of them.
General,
the room.
like,
The room.
Little help here, please.
Yeah, like we're good. Like everything's. You're not gonna with the sword and the whip anymore. We're okay.
Can I answer or?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I think so. I feel in control of my facilities.
Classic
Faculties?
possess. All of the above.
Yeah.
Nobody who's possessed says facilities.
Yeah. The lesson here is, group, that you need to have a special keyword to use so that you know in case somebody's possessed or like a cloning situation or doppelgangers, like you should have had like a secret word ready to go. So
not Shemshime.
Not Shemshime.
It will be for the future. That'll be
that might be confusing. All right, let me jump to Talipa Floss. You are up above. I think little
Anthony the Bat. How's he
still? I think now that Polly is no longer fighting for Team Shemshime, little Annie just looks kind of confused. Except he looks like a bat that's confused.
A confused bat.
A confused
little bat.
Yeah, little bat. Thank you.
So this leaves us with nobody who appears to actually be possessed.
Does not look like there's anyone who appears to actually be possessed.
Okay. I'm just having a quick look at my spells, see if there's anything useful that I can do for just finding something. And D&D Beyond is completely and utterly stuck. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing particularly helpful I can do. So I guess what I'm going to do is not harm myself further. And can I eat a snack? Is that going to help? Or not help?
Can't hurt, blood sugar wise.
Yep. Like, there's not a lot of blood left, but let's put some sugar in it.
Yep.
I mean, if
you pull out a little fairy granola bar. And
do you have any good berries? Because that would help.
Sadly, I do not. My inventory is I have bird pipes. So
Okay.
yeah. Rations, rope, I have a mess kit, so I guess I'll use that to try and clean myself up a little bit.
All right.
But that's it.
Little Anthony and Polly, you are next. You're no longer under Shemshime's thrall. So it's kind of that awkward moment where you're all standing in the same room with people you just tried to murder that you no longer want to murder.
Great.
I hate when that happens. I mean,
Like
really.
a family
So-
get together.
Yeah. You know, Thanksgiving.
So I think we really need to find that book, you guys.
You might also want to disengage and back away from the angry barbarian.
Yeah, I back away.
Good choice. Good choice.
And I'm rubbing my jaw.
All right. Speaking of our angry barbarians, Fertata, you're at the end of the order.
Okay. Well, everybody has spoken
Mm-hmm.
as themselves, and nobody has attacked me in this last turn. So
Mhm.
I am going to drop out of my rage and just be like, okay, what's happening? Wait, no, I have a question. So my question is, for Polly and Hermione, something weird was going on with you. When that was happening, did you feel any particular pull in any physical direction?
Question, Tony, did I?
No, I mean, you kind of had the feeling of like being controlled against your will. I don't think, I would say up, like you were a puppet on marionette strings. But not in a direction within relative to Firefly Cellar.
Good question.
Mm.
Paulie wants to respond to that by stepping forward again and punching Frittata in the shin, just a little bit.
All right.
Does Polly do that, or does Polly just want to do that?
No, Paulie does it.
All right, roll an attack.
Oh no.
Nothing bad will happen from this.
11.
Okay.
Frittata just pats Polly on the head.
All right.
This is our thing. It's fine.
I'm going to suggest that you regroup here in the middle of the reading room. Take a minute to catch your breath. I
get a feeling someone wants us to
any
regroup
bandages?
in the middle of the room.
Some people are badly hurt, and I don't know if you have the ability to do healing.
I used my healing earlier, unfortunately, on Epiter.
Yeah. Lapis is a cleric, right?
I
Question
can
mark?
heal.
I can't heal.
You can't. Oh.
Mm-mm.
Not that kind of
somebody's-
clearic.
I have healing spells.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Polly,
I am
is it
down
your-
to 8 out of 22, so
I'm
I
fine.
feel like I'm not there.
Sorry.
Like you weren't in control. So
So
Yeah,
a creature of
wait.
I can only pick one person, right? To heal.
I think
It
It
depending
just
on
says
what-
a creature of your choice.
Yeah.
Okay. And let's see how many second level spell slots I have. So are you badly damaged? Yes, you need extra.
well, I have 8 out of 22 hit points. Depending on how well we do, like I may not need any further healing, but if this happens again, then like one swipe from Hermione and I'm dead.
All
Or
right.
for
So
Tata.
I'm gonna give you my using I could increases by 1d4. So I could give you 2d4 or 1d4. So I'll give you 2. I'll do a second level spell slot.
Thank you.
Sounds like a good idea.
Also, then I recommend Tulip up maybe stay up on the balcony after this.
Yeah, like
A wild
Yeah.
balcony attack. Arr.
Didn't ask
Also,
if
we
it
haven't
was a
searched
mimic.
4.
Search the balcony.
I mean there are coffee table books up there.
Mm.
So like I'll go
Whole
up there and do
thing?
some arcana checks and stuff, but
Mm.
You got 6 points of healing damage.
thank you.
Healing damage.
Wait, healing
I mean,
damage.
heal-
Yeah.
yes. I heal you so well. It hurts.
All right.
I mean, put it this way, 14 out of 22 is above 50%. I'll take it.
Mm. So as you take a couple minutes to catch your breath, do some healing, clean yourselves up, and just kind of survey. The main reading room is kind of not in great shape now that there has been a fight here and there's just books everywhere. I imagine there's still kind of like paper slowly raining down from the sky.
Oh
from
yeah, I
things
was
that were
knocking
knocked
books
up
off
in
the
air.
shelves before the fight started.
Yeah.
so-
Yeah. So this room is just kind of trashed. When you notice kind of standing at the top of the steps leading down to the sleeping quarters is the figure of Gilby, Ebder's granddaughter. She's standing there looking kind of shell-shocked, just big wide eyes.
Did you see another skeleton?
Well, she does not reply, Polly. She's just kind of looking at you, kind of shaking. She is holding a large square book. And
is this a shiny book?
She is also, yes, a large square book that even from a distance looks shiny, though it does look like the corner of it is spattered with blood, and there's just a good amount of blood down the front of Gilby's face and clothes.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Let me show you what the book looks like.
Hey.
Like, how much therapy are we going to be needing to budget for here?
All the therapy.
Who did the book eat, honey?
So it looks more like perhaps Gilby used the book to hurt somebody.
Yeah, I'm gonna be I'm gonna, as soon as I can, I'm heading straight for her. But
yes. What has Gilby done with this book? How many hours of therapy will be required to undo it? Will finding the book unlock the secret of Shemshime, or just unlock more pain and suffering? For answers to questions such as these, tune in next time to Total Party Kill. The end of this episode. The book has appeared. Everyone loves books.
Now I need to know,
did.
as like back, kind of second level like meta here. Were we supposed to find the book and you're just being nice that she brought it up, or is that actually so sad?
I think it was going to be the book was extremely well hidden in a place that you were not searching. So it was, I don't think the adventure expected you to find the book.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, did we just get a little treat here?
No. I think this was like, you were supposed to be possessed and fight each other.
Trick or treat, because blood and small child covered in blood and dubious organic matter.
Let's just hope that Gilby forgets almost everything that happened today.
Oh, we have ways to make her forget.
I was gonna say, surely there's a spell.
Yep.
What are ethics? Let me ask you all. It is 5:30 my time. Do you want to play another hour today, or do you want to be done with Dungeons and Dragons for today? I would say we might finish the adventure, but we might not. So we could just as easily play another time.
I would love to, except I have somewhere to be in an hour. So
okay. So
and if there's a chance that there might be 2 more episodes, it's probably good to
better
just
to
plan
have.
another day.
Yeah.
All right. So live stream / bootleg. We are going to be done for today. We will be back sometime. Hopefully not as far in the future, or probably the conclusion to Shemshime's bedtime rhyme. I am going to stop all the various things that are going.